This video covers operation and use of the MR-compatible single pump fluid heater system. We have the system set up in our laboratory with a Model 1030 monitoring and gating system. The heating system consists of a heater module, circulator module, reservoir, fork module, one or more heating pads, some tubing, a 12-volt DC power supply and line cords. The circulator module has a small amount of ferromagnetic material, and this green cable fixes it to the much heavier heater module, which is completely non-magnetic. The system holds about 3 liters of water. Water circulates in the closed-loop system coming from the reservoir through a pump in the circulation module to the heater module, then to the heating pad before returning to the heater module and passing through a radiator in the circulation module and returning to the reservoir. The heater module is connected to the PC through the fork module. A duplex fiber optic cable connects the fork to the heater module, and a USB to serial adapter cable connects the PC to the fork module. The fork module gets power from the PC, and there is a green light to indicate the power is on. The circulator module is powered by a 12-volt DC supply. The heater module is powered by 100 to 115 volts AC, or 220 volts AC. We turn on the power to the circulator and heater modules, and you can see that the flow is just a trickle as water runs down the wall of the reservoir. In our setup, we have a small pepper in the large mouse curved heating pad. A fiber optic temperature sensor is inside the pepper, and another is monitoring the temperature of the heating pad. Clicking the PC SAM icon on the desktop opens the small animal monitoring and gating software. We select the option to open the full setup menu and check to make sure the box for the single pump heater is checked. Then we go to the main display. We don't have the ERT module in this configuration, so we close this warning. There are temperature measurements being displayed for FOT1 and FOT2. We click on the heater key and again on the waterbed key. We see there is a temperature measurement for the fluid coming out of the heater module and flowing to the heating pad. There is a set point for the fluid temperature in boxes to select what temperature sensor, if any, is monitoring the heating pad and the animal. Clicking on the box toggles through the possible sensors. Clicking the System Settings key opens a window with several important settings. The COM port for serial communication is set here. There are also several safety limit settings. The PID control parameters for the heater module fluid are these 4 parameters, and the calculation interval is this parameter, which is 6 seconds. These 4 parameters are used to control on the heating pad temperature, and these 8 parameters are used to control on the animal temperature. Control algorithms and parameters are discussed in detail in the Model 1030 Operation Manual. There is a graph, which we use in testing and to document system performance. There are boxes along the top to select what temperatures and parameters are plotted. We select T in and T out, the input and output water temperature at the heater module, T bed, T animal, T target, and PWM, which is proportional to the current flowing through the heating element. There is a place for comments, and some controls for the time axis. These boxes display what is being controlled, and the calculation interval. Along the bottom are the fluid PID parameters, parameters for controlling on the heating pad and the animal. When we click on Start the Graph, temperature measurements are plotted. When we click on Start the Heater, PWM is set to maximum and water in the heat chamber begins heating. Our goal is to regulate the temperature of the animal at 37 degrees Celsius. We start by regulating the fluid temperature to 35 degrees Celsius, and when that temperature is reached, we make the set point be 40 degrees Celsius. If we first regulated the fluid temperature to 40 degrees Celsius, the overshoot would trip our maximum temperature setting and turn the heater off. Once the animal temperature is close to the desired temperature, we enter the set point and select a control on animal temperature. Here is a graph where the system was operated from a cold start to control on animal temperature around 37 degrees Celsius. The system was set to control on the heater module output temperature first at 35 degrees Celsius, and then at 40 degrees Celsius, before switching to control on the animal temperature with a set point of 37 degrees Celsius. The animal in this case was a chili pepper, and at the start of heating it was at room temperature. An animal would be much warmer, and it would be best to warm the heating pad before using it with an animal. This graph shows control on the animal for an additional 30 minutes. The animal's temperature was regulated to within 1/10 of a degree C. Additional information is available in SAII Instruments operation manuals and on www.i4sa.com. Thanks for watching.